Hello, this is Rob Bradshaw from Theology on the Web. I've just taken delivery of around 500 books on mission from the duplicate stock, the Cambridge Centre for Christianity Worldwide. And over the next few days I'm going to be going through them, and I will produce a small video on each one, rather than just show you pictures of the outside of boxes, which is really not very interesting. The first two books I've found are by Geraldine Guinness, Peru. It's Story, People and Religion. Now, Geraldine Guinness died in 1949, so she's not out of copyright for another 3 years, so these are just going to go away in a box until then. The second one is also by Geraldine Guinness, The Story of the China Inland Mission, because Geraldine Guinness married the son of Hudson Taylor, so she was well qualified to write on that subject. And again, in 3 years' time this will be public domain and I'll be able to put it online. Here we have the life of George Grenfell, Congo missionary and explorer. Now, the author, George Hawker, died in 1932, so this is public domain, so I'll be able to put that online. Next we have the autobiography and letters of James Chalmers, and again that's public domain. Back to the Long Grass by Dan Crawford. This is one of his most famous works. This is a very interesting one. It's a conference on missions that took place in 1860 in Liverpool, and that of course it's not got an author listed, so that's definitely in the public domain. 50 Years in Madagascar by James Sibrey. He died in 1929. I've got quite a few books on Madagascar, so that will be a very useful addition to the collection. And of course Roland Allen, who will be familiar with to many of you for his work on mission, and he died in 1947, which means on the 1st of January next year this will be public domain and I'll be able to put it online. Among the books that came from Cambridge was a partial set of the 1910 Edinburgh Missionary Conference. As you can see, there are several issues missing, but as these are all public domain as far as I can tell, it means that we can get most of the conference online. Now, a book that appears in almost every bibliography of Theodore Leighton Pennell is this one by Alice Maud Pennell, Pennell of the Afghan Frontier. And among the books that I've received from Cambridge Centre for Christianity Worldwide is a copy of this book. Now, Alice Maud Pennell died in 1951, so it'll be another 5 years before it's public domain, but in the meantime it's going into storage. As you can see, the pile of boxes has gone down considerably, and I've almost finished checking the books for copyright information. Hope you enjoy this update. Please watch out on the Missiology blog for updates as to when these books will be appearing online.